history, I've excelled to leadership roles in the organization, but more importantly, have overall become a better person. But does an alumnus mean the end of the road? I at least don't think so. Alumni are one of our biggest resources to the active members of Kappa Kappa Psi and Tau Beta Sigma. As an active member, you monitor your chapter, bring in membership classes, and continue legacies of excellence. Consider, though, what it took to get you there. What happens when an MC asks you why certain things are? What happens when your parliamentarian doesn't know why something is in the Constitution? What if your chapter is low on members? Has this happened before? The answer to all of these questions is simple: your alumni network and your history as a chapter. Alumni hold the history and ability to answer what has been done, what worked, and what didn't. They are a living textbook, so if you don't know the answers, don't hesitate to look it up. However, just like a textbook, they supply you with knowledge, but as an active, you need to apply that knowledge in the most effective way. The history, alumni, and actives of a chapter, and as a district, must create and maintain a symbiotic relationship to continue to grow. In the past few years, excellent projects have emerged to create more documented histories for the fraternity and the sorority. By having documentation and preservation of documents on a district and national level, we have a firm foundation on which to stand. These projects are excellent, but do not always take into account the little things that keep these organizations great. For example, family. Many of these preservation projects deal with keeping our charters and founding members and dates in order. In Kappa Kappa Psi and Tau Beta Sigma, I found the warmth and duty of family, which cannot be contained in paperwork. Not every chapter participates in family lines, and that is fine, but we as organizations are truly brothers and sisters. I would stop anything to help a fellow sister or brother, and that is a feeling I do not feel will fade with my transition into alumni. This feeling is something that actives and alumnus need to focus on and strive to maintain. On a district level, we try to foster that feeling and make it grow through the chants, cheers, and songs that we remember. We remember our roots as actives and alumni at conventions and precinct meetings. Every time I hear the hymn, I am renewed with a sense of awe at the huge impact our organizations have made in the past years. We've even grown as an organization by developing a Tau Beta Sigma alumni/historian position, which furthers our documentation and organization of at least the Tau Beta Sigma sisters' history. That is not enough, though. As a district, we only see each other a few times a year. What about the rest of the time? I feel that as individual chapters, we must step up to fill in the gaps. I feel it's extremely important to appoint an alumni and/or a historian position in each chapter. Not only can this sister or brother communicate effectively with their respective district positions, but it opens up more lines to your alumni network. It can be encompassed in one position, but by having this, we can continue our legacies of excellence and keep documented histories of individual chapters. And what is a district or a national without each individual chapter? As an active sister, I feel that I'm extremely linked to my current sisters, but I hold curiosities as to my chapter founders and my organization's founders. I cannot explain the pride and joy and excitement as to meeting Wava this past national convention. To me, she is a celebrity. I think alumni don't necessarily need to be treated as celebrities, but with respect for the service they've done. As an active, I wish I reached out to my older family members more. To my great-great-great-grandbig, to my family founder line, to my big brother's family line. Imagine what they would think knowing that there is one of their own, now as a district officer, standing before you. I feel like it would be satisfying to know that my family line and work is excelling and continuing. While things are definitely different now compared to when my chapter started, one can grow so much more when they know where they've come from. As the current liaison to the colony at Lincoln University, I've become more knowledgeable as to the work and effort put into create a chapter and admire how beautifully it is being done. It baffles me as to how with schoolwork, jobs, lives, and sisters and brothers that all of you before me have come here and created each chapter I see. How much heartache and sweat went into this standing here today. I'm proud to see any alumni and thank them for this great thing they've created. I'm a part of something great, and it's because of them that I stand here. Each chapter and district is a living, breathing organism with constant change and growth, but I charge every sister and brother in this room to look toward the future and to continue the growth. However, there cannot be a future without a past. So if your chapter does not have an alumni or historian position, make one. If you do not talk to your alumni often, send an email. Do what you can do to reach out. As an active member, document your journey through the sisterhood, so when you leave, others can share in your success. Take pictures, write notes, leave a legacy. For those of you that are alumni, go back and see where your work has led. I do ask alumni, though, to remember that things change over time, and like a sibling, you need to let your younger sisters and brothers make their own mistakes, but you can be there to help them and encourage them. Answer their questions. Be a resource, not a dictator. As I am making my transition to alumni, I have all these thoughts and fears, but I know my sisters and brothers are by my side. I ask you, though, don't let me die. Don't let the history and legacy of this organization die. Keep up your hard work. Keep up your effort. Keep up your enthusiasm, and I promise you, when you stand before your fellow sisters and brothers, it's worth it. Every minute in this organization is worth it. So keep up the glory, record the history, let future generations of sisters and brothers know what an amazing place this is and how great this district can be. But more importantly, be a little selfish and let your future brothers and sisters know how great you can be in this organization. Thank you.
At this time, we'd like to call for any quick announcements from the floor.